Good morning, Summit County School District and community. This is Board Member Chris Alleman with a brief update of our school board meeting on Thursday, November 18th. Item B was celebrating outgoing board member Tracy Karish for serving 4 years on the school board. We wish Tracy the very best moving forward. Next was item C, which was public comment. There were no public comments this week. Item D was the discussion of the Casby conference, which is the Colorado Association of School Boards. This is a conference where school board members from across the state come together to network, get to know each other, take workshops, and essentially learn from each other to become better school board members. We next talk about the onboarding process for the newly elected school board members. And this included board materials, expectations, how current Board of Education members can assist. And then finally in that section, we discussed the 2022-23 superintendent discussion and process of hiring for our new superintendent. And we also briefly talked about our current superintendent's LPI, which is one of his evaluations. In item E of the board meeting that night, Director of Finance, Kara Drake, gave a financial report for the district. We discussed the spending down of our fund balance for salaries and retention for our very hardworking staff in the school district. And then we talked about how enrollment has rebounded a little bit since COVID sent us into the virtual world. Secondly, we talked about the ESSER funding, which is the Elementary and Secondary School Emergency Relief Funds. There have been 3 ESSERs. The first one was the CARES Act. The second was the CRRS. And then the last one was the American Relief Plan. And we talked about how the school district is planning on spending those monies. And then finally, Kara gave us a budget timeline for preparing our budget for the next school year. In the next section, our superintendent report, Mr. Crawford gave a Q1 strategic plan update and implementation plan. He presented the strategic plan worksheet and had a really good discussion of the strategic plan focus areas, which are academic and personal success, equity-seeking systems, and family and community partnerships. Finally, item F was our consent agenda where we approved, among other things, the proclamation 2021-22-10, which is National Native American Heritage Month. And on that note, we want to take this moment to acknowledge that we sit on the lands of the indigenous Mountain Ute, and we want to acknowledge all of the people who have been caretakers of our land and our waterways. Our meeting was wrapped quickly after that. So if you want more information about the board meeting, visit the Summit School District website and watch and listen to the meeting in its entirety. Thank you and have a happy Thanksgiving.